Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about free kicks and basically walls, because a free kick or a corner kick are items that are kind of like set pieces that we have to be very aware of. Free kick. Free kick, basically, as we have in our little handout, if it's a direct free kick, the referee will put his arm out at approximately a 45-degree angle, 50-degree angle, kind of pointing more kind of forward. And if it's an indirect free kick, his hand will go straight up, like an eye. Indirect free kick, somebody has to touch the ball, whether on our team or their team, before it goes into the goal. So if we did an indirect free kick directly into the goal and nobody touched it outside of our kicker, it would be called off. It would not be a goal. If it was a direct free kick, which meant that we could directly kick it into the goal, then if we kicked it into the goal and nobody touched it, that would be a goal. So it's an important distinction. And so if there's a penalty, we need to have our captain quickly ask the referee, is it direct or indirect? And the referee generally will say, or if they don't, just ask him, we didn't see your hand signal, please give the hand signal. And if his arm goes straight up and down, then that's an indirect kick, and somebody's got to touch that ball before it goes into the net. And we'll go through like a little play where we have one player run over the ball, slightly touch it when the other player then kicks it into the net. If it's a direct free kick, then we don't have to do that extra step. So, walls. Goalkeeper will set up the wall. If we are right in front of our goal, we're going to have 4. And those 4 players are going to be 4, 5, 8, and 10. And they're going to create a wall directly in front. Our other players, 2 and 3, and the 7 and 11, will pick up any loose players and mark them up man to man. 6 also would be in that mix, marking up man to man. So that might be somewhere here, something kind of like this. 9 will always be, out, so that if we have a target to clear the ball to. If the free kick is on this side with the opponent kicking the ball, and this would also be a 4-person wall. So in any of these corners, we're going to do 4-person wall. So again, we would have the 2, the 4, the 5, the 3 would be basically the individuals that would be setting up the wall, and the other players would be doing man. Now what's very important is that the goalkeeper, and I'm going to clear everybody else out, the goalkeeper has to communicate with his edge. Okay, so if this is the goal, right now, if you look at the angle is covered by the 2. So if the ball is right here, they can't sneak it into the corner because the 2 is covering it off. All right, but this is where the 1 and the 2 and the 1 and the 3 have to communicate. So if for some reason our wall was set here, then there is an opportunity to go to goal. And this is where the goalkeeper, using her thumb and her voice, will direct the edge player. So she would talk to the 2, and she would symbol, using her thumb, telling the 2, hey 2, which might be Annika, 2, I need you to move. And the whole group moves together as a unit, shoulder to shoulder, until the 1 can see that the angle is cut off. And once the angle is cut off, then the 1 will kind of drop back, because we have this corner somewhat covered off because the 1's there. So she's going to drop to more the middle. So if they try to loft over the wall to the near post, that she's or to the far post, that she can basically react to it. And she could also make a huge lunging power save to this corner if she lofts it over here. But basically, we're trying to take a low to medium hit here. Hit, what I mean by that is just that we're trying to take away that, like a strong low pass or a strong medium pass into the corner. Very, very careful. Our girls have to be brave. shoulder to shoulder. We don't want to have any handballs. So this is where the girls would ask, and if the 2 was the person that Ellie was communicating to, our goalkeeper was communicating to, he would ask the 2 to ask the ref. And what we would do is, some refs recognize that these are young girls that are maybe a little bit fearful of getting a ball hit to their chest area. So they might ask ref, is it okay if I put my arm on my shoulder to protect myself? Some referees will allow that. Some referees won't. So you have to ask the ref. If the ref says, no, you can't protect your upper chest area, then we basically got to put our hands down and behind our back. We want to be solid. We don't want to have our wall jumping, because if they jump, it tends to create gaps. So if we're jumping right here, all of a sudden now we have a gap and the ball can get played through. So we want to basically be very solid. This corner right here, if the ball were on the far corner, it was their 7 that was kicking it. Boom. Now our goalkeeper would be communicating with the 3. All right. And then again, thumb motion. Hey 3, I need you to move a little bit up. Hey 3, I need you to move to the left. I need you to move to the right. At the end of the day, there has to be 10 yards between where the ball is and where our wall is set up. And when the goalkeeper calls for a wall, 3, 4, 5, and 2 need to be quick getting their wall set up. And then the other players would be finding individual players from the opponent to mark up on. And we want to be goal side. So, as an example, if I wanted to be goal side, say 10 was marking up on the opponent's 8, okay? So, if we're here, bad, because she could play it to here and she could play it in. So goal side is not hiding behind the opponent. Goal side is being in front of the opponent. So we're taking away that ability to pass to an open player. So if it was their 9, their 10, we would be looking something like this, so that we would be marking up their players and we would be goal side of them. Okay. So if we're in this area, 4, this area, 4, this area, 4, maybe even 5. So this is 4, this is 4, 4 to 5. If we're farther out, say like 4 or 5 yards off of the corners, then we would drop down to 3, 3, 3. And if we are way in the corners out here, if the ball was here or here, then we would either have 2 or maybe only 1 as being a wall. Because at this point, if we have 2 or 1, we're just trying to force them to make a pass in a particular direction. So if the ball were, for example, here, out here, I might just have one player mark up. So maybe that would be my 2 might be marking up, or it could also be the 7 for that matter. It could be the 7 that's off, and we're just trying to take away any ground passes in this area, so that maybe this person either hits it high and over, which makes it predictable, or maybe they play the ball this way, which then makes it predictable. But the whole idea is just having somebody there to force them to go in a particular direction, whether it be down or across or over. Anyhow, so 4, 4 to 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, and then out here, depending on how close, 2 or just 1. Alrighty, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and bye for now.